veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and/or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to put the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want you to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to Playtime. We got your 6 at 6. Now here's your host, Shad Turner of Veterans Unite Podcast and the People's Patriot Project. And as always, Patriot Pride.
All right, there we are. We are live on this great day that we have before us. I say it like that because some people love today because of what is happening with the big game today. Other people hate today because they hate the big game. Other people just like the damn commercials. So I can take it either way. But we are live with We Got Your 6 at 6. I'm Shad Turner with the Veterans Unite Podcast. We've got Mark and Andrea from People's Patriot Project joining us. Hopefully we'll have a musical guest, but if we don't, well, things happen. And outside of that, guys, how are y'all doing? I know I'm throwing y'all for a loop. They're both muted and they're not coming up on the screen. All right, fine. Let's there we go.
Here we are.
Now, I know we got to do something else before we get started, but I just want to get
format, brother.
And say, I know, man, you got to break that mold every now and then. You got to just throw a monkey wrench in there. Or if you want to just throw the flag up, we'll go ahead and get started with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let's do it.
All right, so if you can stand, please do. Take off a hat, and let's say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hot diggity. All right. So, once again, guys, how are y'all doing? Have y'all frozen your feet off yet?
We had a little chilly time yesterday. A little chilly time out on a little
out on the ice.
Joined another fishing group with Hometown Heroes Outdoors, and they caught one fish all day long. We didn't get.
Oh, geez. So what you're saying is nobody missed anything.
Yeah. I honestly, those guys love it. I was in contact with one of them almost all day, and at one point I gotta, aren't you out here fishing? And I was like, Andrea's not out here. I'm gonna do my visiting real fast and furious, and then nope. No, it was a little chilly. We woke up this morning. I don't know up on PD's end of town, but I woke up in my house right outside the door. It said -14, just out of the town, just a little ways. However, it was -17. That's not a wind chill.
No.
That's just the temperature.
No. That's why I'm in Texas. No.
Uh-huh.
No, I say the hell of that.
I've got that leads me to our first kind of question for the night, because I'm assuming most people, and maybe call this privilege now or whatever, but I'm assuming most people have a refrigerator in the garage for whatever kind of beverages you may have out in the garage area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, out of mine, it's, the typical waters, iced tea, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure down in Texas you don't have to worry about this, but Do you think that up here the refrigerators actually warm the food inside the refrigerator rather than chill it? Because it's not coming out frozen.
That's a good question.
Oh, mine has come out frozen.
Oh, it
You can't
has.
get it too close to the outside wall. If you get it by the outside wall, it freezes, I'm afraid.
That's never happened in mine. Maybe I drink those beverages too fast or something.
Oh, maybe you're onto something. Maybe you're
Well,
onto something.
if your beverages are freezing, you're drinking the wrong kind of beverages. Their alcohol content is not nearly high enough. Just saying.
Well,
You're playing right into his deck of hands right there. Little Mr. Innocent up here.
Uh-huh.
I feel he's
Scotty,
trying
how
to
you
play us.
doing?
No, I'm doing all right.
We missed you, brother. We missed you this weekend.
Well, it's a little warmer down here than it is up there.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be in the teens to wind chill of negative here next week.
No way. Yeah, you're
You'd
getting
be
what we have.
Yeah, you're sending it down.
Yep,
Right.
you're gonna get it.
I thought I saw Andrea outside blowing that way to the south, like she was
Make
trying to
sense.
blow the weather down there.
Yeah, she got mad at me for not coming up, so she's sending the weather my way.
I know. Yeah. So,
my sister is in Missouri, and I guess she talked to my dad this morning, and he was saying it was 3 degrees at her place. Just no, y'all are nuts. Gotta say it, y'all are nuts.
I don't disagree. I got some family, and some of my family would come with me, and the others won't, and so, I just made the proclamation today that I will get in my car and drive south the first day of spring break, and when I get to warm, I'll stop.
It'll be warm here in Kansas at that time.
It'll be what?
It'll be warm here in Kansas at that time.
It's not even. We're like the last week in March, so we're late this year. Shoot, I can probably play golf in Kansas by then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I don't really play golf, but I could, I could sit at the golf club. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. But it's actually, and this is way off topic, but I like take my pillows and blankets and anything that's like furry and fuzzy outside and leave it out overnight when it's really cold, because then there's nothing, those dust mite things they talk about. And if I could carry my mattresses out there, I'd take them out there. And you're supposed to leave them overnight in negative weather, and then nothing. Then you just pound out the dust and you're good to go.
All right.
That's what they say.
this is a weird conversation for
Or you
me.
just don't have bed.
Yeah. Hey, when our guest is going to be here soon, can I go through? I just want to tell you, today was a kind of a slow week in the world of celebrating our heroes. And so I do want to mention right away that it is, don't be forgetting, it's Black History Month. And I have some cool pictures. If we have time later, we'll share them of our heroes and the diversity of our services during some, all of our important wars. And so from the beginning of our time till present day, we like to remember and pay tribute during Black History Month. And then I have a little just kind of update on first responders by the numbers. And in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have more first responders on. The first statistic I have is it's called the ultimate sacrifice. 100 firefighters die in the line of duty each year. You know what I need to add to that? I don't have it in my hand. Is how many are creeping up in the world of suicide per year, right? To weigh that against, it's more than 100. It outweighs. I want to say at last count, it was 128, I think. Versus the 100. All right, 911, what's your emergency? Our dispatchers, an estimated 240 million 911 calls are made in the U.S. per year.
Jeez.
240 million. And we raise our, hey, Adam Jones, we raise our dispatchers to the roof too. I mean, man, that's not glory in that job at all. But thank God for you. Gone in less than 30 seconds. A fire department responds to a fire every 24 seconds in the United States. Every 24 seconds.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy? And then EMS to the rescue. Emergency medical services take care of 22 million patients a year. 22 million. And just think of that, like that boom, boom, you're there, that quick response, that triage, right? And figure out who needs what and when and do it. I wish I knew that, like, the amount of time it took to respond to 22 million patients. That's just craziness. And how many per person, per technician, is that the right word? Technician, right? So anyway, some awesome stats there. And then you guys, national salute to veteran patients on February 14th. So that'll be next Sunday, but it's a week-long tribute to veteran patients is always observed on the week of National Valentine's Day. The intention of this week is to pay tribute to the veterans, to increase community awareness of the role of the VA Medical Center, to encourage visits to hospitalized veterans, to encourage volunteerism with the VA. It's scheduled every year for the purpose of bringing closer together the VA, the patients, and the community around the VA. So props to them. I know that we get guests, yes, and then just those who we speak to individually. We hear some of the best stories and some of the worst stories. And you just can't please everybody. And so sometimes your VA is doing amazing stuff for you, and sometimes they're just not footing the bill. And you got to figure it out. If that's not working, we got to find the next thing for you. All right. So that's what's coming up. Also, our fishing tournament. Pete, you want to talk about the fishing tournament?
Yes, coming up this weekend, we have a fishing tournament out on Lake Waconia, Minnesota. We are with not Heroes. That's the wrong group. That was this last weekend. We are with Fishing for Life, and we will be out on Lake Waconia. We do have a couple of earlier stops that we would like to do. One of those early stops, and I'm going to say right now, because they have not contacted us yet, but if you're interested in doing breakfast, no matter how we got to do breakfast, we'll figure it out. If you would like to be in the town of Hanover, Minnesota at 8 a.m., we will show. There's a place that we want to go. Amazing food, amazing atmosphere, and we're hoping to make sure that we had the go-ahead last week, but we didn't get the go-ahead for this week yet and we know the whole world is just kind of doing its own different little things. At 11 o'clock, there is a place, and again, we have to make sure and confirm with them as well. There's a place in Waconia at 11 o'clock, right on the shores of Lake Waconia, that we can get out there and do a little bit of antifreeze body warm-up opportunity before we go out on the ice. And again, just bear with us on this. I know we're going to lock it down, but I don't want to be starting to throw business names out there when they haven't given us 100% okay. And then we got fishing from 1 to 4. And then we've got another opportunity after fishing in a business located in Waconia. We'll share all that stuff with you. If you're not in Minnesota, we're sorry you're missing this opportunity. We'll work on getting some things bigger and better in the future, where we'll just be doing fishing all over the country on this particular weekend. Maybe that'd be actually kind of a good idea. Maybe take your minds off some of those things. And so real quick, just because I've got the mic, I want to introduce our guest for the evening. We've got Mr. Brandon Miller, who's here. He is actually worked it out, had some conflicts, made it work, came on and talked to us last night. Amazing opportunity. We're just excited to have you here, brother. Thanks for showing up.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, Andrew, did you cover all your pieces? Where are you at, Brandon?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm at a friend's house. There's a Super Bowl party going on underneath me.
What?
What?
Yeah, no, I don't even know. Oh, yeah, it's not a very popular sport.
Isn't today the AKC Kennel Club dog show? Isn't that today?
I think that's directly following the Super Bowl, yeah.
That's the after party?
That's the after party, yes, for sure.
Got it.
Gosh, dang it. It is what it is. I had actually had another plan to put out a graphic, and it didn't work out. I was working my tail off here at the end, but it was yeah, we will just leave it. So sounds good. It's good to have you.
Thank you, brother. Good to be here.
What's the temperature in Nashville?
Man, I don't know. I never checked the weather. I would guess 40, 50. No idea. Sweater weather. It's not Minnesota cold. I know that for sure.
So I'm a hillbilly from Wyoming State. Okay. I don't know what we got. What the hell are you wearing, brother?
Oh, dude, thank you for making fun of me immediately. I bought this sweater in Tokyo, Japan at a surf shop, which there's no waves in Tokyo. I don't know why they had a surf shop. I guess any big enough. There's surf shops in New York too that you're just kind of like, why do you belong here? How are you making money? But I bought it there. I was a few deep, and it made sense. So
I think it looks awesome as hell, man. I think it's really cool. And
thank you, brother.
We have to have some people step out on the edge and do some of those things that don't seem so confident at times. And I appreciate everything you're doing at this moment.
Appreciate it, man. I like being weird.
Sorry if I'm being offensive.
No, not at all, bro. You're gonna have to try a lot harder to offend me.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So you're here now. We got you. You wanted us to debut one of your newest songs.
I would love that. Yeah.
Well, why don't you intro us into it?
Yeah, so this is a song I wrote. It's kind of like an anthem to myself is how it started. I was a recon Marine. I was a scout sniper, all of that masculine, all those masculine titles. And my passion was like write songs, love songs, acoustic songs. And I was like, it felt weird. It felt weird to be okay with that part of my existence, if that makes sense, and because it felt kind of feminine, it felt kind of maybe less masculine, and so I kind of wrote this to myself, like, just because I'm choosing to lead with love through music, through acoustic music specifically, doesn't mean I'm weak, doesn't mean vulnerability is a strength, I believe with all my heart, and I think in strength lies vulnerability, and vulnerability lies strength, and that took me a long time to really wrap my head around, truly believe. And so it was almost an anthem to myself that I think resonates with a lot of people. It's been getting a lot of good attention, and people are saying, I can be kind, but it doesn't mean I'm weak. I can be loving, it doesn't mean I'm weak. There's a strength in that. And yeah, so that's an anthem I wrote for myself that's been resonating with a bunch of other people. So I'm glad to get it out and share it and have the feedback that I've been getting so far.
What's the name of your song?
It's called Don't Mistake.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Mills, Don't Mistake.
Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I choose love, but you will never beat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Just because I speak peace, you'll never defeat this. No. I've been through 2 foreign wars, seen innocent bloodshed on the pavement, still don't know what for. It seems like we can corrupt a whole country. We got to give access to the people who have less. Strong arms, weak souls. Shallow men always fighting for control. The governments pretend to represent. It's farther from the truth with every lie that they present. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I choose love, but you will never beat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Just because I speak peace, you'll never defeat this. Letting go, no longer keeping score. Learning how to serve love from the deepest of my core. Warriors uniting around the world, and demons flee when I and we walk along in harmony. Strong hearts, bold souls, humble teachers lead louder than the ghosts. Noble men connect to represent. Fall divided, stand united, evolve when we respect.
Maybe it's you or us, or maybe it's us versus them, or maybe it's me versus myself, a battle like fate from within. Screaming out, God bless myself, and God bless America. God bless my soul, and God bless America. Hi, this right here is my declaration. Reparations and separations, it took some time for that preparation. It ain't here, oh God bless my soul. And I pledge allegiance to my own allegiance. No man down, only stand down, better stand for me, cause I'm a man now. Let's go.
Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I choose love, but you will never beat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Just because I speak peace, you'll never defeat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I choose love, but you will never beat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Just because I speak peace, you'll never defeat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I choose love, but you will never beat this. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Just because I speak peace, you'll never defeat this. You'll never defeat this, no.
Absolutely outstanding, brother.
Thank you so
That
much.
was
man.
awesome.
There's so many messages in there, and I'm glad you spoke before. A lot of times our musicians speak after the song, but there was pieces I was able to pick up, and it was amazing. You're not on the master set, so you don't get to see all the heads bobbing and dancing to the whole thing. So everyone in the room is just kind of going after it, and it's really cool.
I love that. That's good to hear. Yeah, dude, my pleasure. My pleasure.
There's some themes in there. I think it's important that it was about person. It was about individuals, about you. And again, and maybe I'm taking, and sometimes I take some interpretation away from it, but God bless America. This stuff doesn't happen without this.
Yeah.
I don't think we're far from that. The narrative's been changed up a little bit recently, but God bless America, and God bless the people that serve America. God bless our veterans, our people that are enlisted, and our first responders. Thank you. And the theme we've been going with recently is thank you, families and loved ones that are there to support those veterans and first responders, because the mission doesn't happen without you. It just
100%.
doesn't.
Yes.
So thank you all. You're all part of it, and I got Holy Ghost bumps right now just watching the video and hearing the message, and I don't think people understand all the time that, and I guess I've ran across a couple of people, but we speak peace. We speak peace. I speak peace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also paid to do a job, and I mean, you were paid to do a job, a job that was probably a little bit more close in touch than I got to stand on the other side of a howitzer and send the lead in the long way, and you were up close and personal to it. So yeah, I guess I think I want to get that message out there too. Not everyone, but I would say the majority of us got into this thing to actually protect more than destroy.
100%. Yeah.
Awesome.
To serve.
Awesome.
Yeah. I think the majority of our service members, we're here to serve and here to give our lives to protect, and that gets convoluted with media and everything. There are some bad eggs that are there to destroy, and I don't think that's the majority of us. We're here to love and serve and protect, and I think it's a good place to come from. It's a healthy place to come from, and now we want to do it. Now that we've finished our quote unquote service in the military, now we choose service in other avenues. For me, it's music and working with nonprofits, and for you guys, it's getting the word out. I'm sure you guys all have your own individual places of service, but I think that creates the most holistic human being, somebody that's giving back to humanity. There's plenty of need in the world. Yeah.
This probably touches a little bit closer to home than you probably want to, but I mean, and I also know it's a movie, but the Chris Kyle story, American Sniper, where he's homed in on the young child who's picking up the RPG. He doesn't want to be he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to be part of that. He doesn't want to be anywhere near that situation.
Yeah.
But if he's not, we lose people.
Correct.
We may lose the mission, and it actually works out in that particular scenario. But I can only imagine the situations. Some of our brothers and sisters, we just recently had a Vietnam veteran come on and had to explain some stories of some of the stuff that they had to do. And I'm sorry, no one wants to know the truth on some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's not out there. I'm glad it's not out there because it sucks. And so thank you for what you've done. Thank you for continuing the mission. It's staying alive through your music, and just in our meeting last night and the conversation we had with you, your desire to continue to serve, your desire to continue to help and protect. You work in another industry that protects and makes sure people stay safe. And I didn't ask for permissions on that piece, so if you want to let it out, yeah. So thank you for all those things that you're doing.
It's my honor, man.
We got into a conversation, and I'll be honest, I love the dialogue we had about this particular conversation, because there's a piece that you challenged me with in a philosophy, an idea, a concept, but it's with me in our world, and it's not about me, it's about we. We started the conversation about pharmaceuticals yesterday and how I believe in intervention over medication, not to say that there's not a time and place. And I don't necessarily take the view that let's start shoving pills, but tell us a little bit about that world that you kind of manifest and how you work in that world.
Yeah, so I kind of touched on it with the video. A big victory for me, something that I go back to when I feel called is plant medicine. That is a broad terminology, more specifically psychedelics. Psilocybin, which is the active ingredient in what the street drug would be magic mushrooms. Ayahuasca, they have DMT, dimethyltryptamine. These are all really, really powerful compounds that have really helped me heal, that have helped me embrace the darkness that I've dealt with in my past, and find positive light through it. I don't think it's for everyone. I think you need to be prepared and called for it, but it's something that's been super transformative. And like we were talking about last night, like it's not something that people go and get addicted to. That no one I've met has gone and gotten addicted to these type of chemical substances. They're therapeutic, and I've only done it with the assistance of a shaman, so someone who's there to hold space for you, to help you work through that with protection and safety. And they've been incredibly transformative. And now I'm working with nonprofits. There's one's called Unlimited Sciences. What they do is they're working with Johns Hopkins University, a very reputable medical research center, to find the scientific data about how effective psychedelics can be for depression, for PTSD, for trauma. There's another one called Heroic Hearts, and these guys are connecting veterans with shamanic people that can help assist through this medicine. All plant based. It's not made in a lab. It's made from the earth. It's very, very healthy. It's transformative, and you take these journeys with some really cool people that are also seeking clarity and seeking evolution and seeking therapy through this. And it's been some of the most profoundly impactful experiences in my life. And so I'm a huge advocate for it. Again, you need to do your homework. You need to be prepared for it. You got to come with the right intention because it can get ugly. But in that, even in the ugliness, I've seen so much beauty come out of that.
I love it. Go ahead, Andrew.
Oh, no, I was just going to ask if that is some of the message in the video then. Is that being portrayed, your journey through that type of healing a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So me breaking out of that box was me breaking out of that military industrial complex that was just driven into us as young children, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a way to serve that and use that for a higher good. But my true victory in learning how to love and being part of the collective consciousness has been through plant medicine. So taking those journeys, and I've done it with veterans, and it's just so transformative, man. I couldn't recommend it high enough. But again, you need to be prepared for it. You need to do your homework. There's a specific diet you need to do and follow before you get into that stuff. You need to find the right shaman, someone that's going to hold that space for you, because it is very vulnerable. It's very powerful. You're tapping into like infinite intelligence. You're tapping into the collective consciousness. So you need to be prepared for it. But I've only seen beauty and healthy transformation come out of these experiences for me.
That is so awesome.
If someone were to ask, where do we look for the right shaman?
That's a great question. Well, they can reach out to me. I have a pretty awesome network of people that I trust that I've sat with. There's other places like Ayahuasca Foundation, Unlimited Science and Unlimited Sciences, which is I'm a part of. I would say the best thing to do is try to find someone that's done it with the shaman and get their experience. So, 1 degree of separation, I think, is the healthiest way, especially to get introduced to this stuff, because there are people that are doing it for money or financial compensation or doing it for other dark energy stuff that I don't want to get into. That's a whole other 4 hours of conversation. But I think finding the right person that you trust that has sat with that shaman is probably the best way to start. That would be my recommendation.
I love it.
And if anyone listening or anyone that's going to listen to this afterwards wants any information, I'd be more than happy to talk to them.
Awesome. Well, and
Sure.
my goal and hope is that we stay connected after this and that we
100%.
find ways to work together. And for those that are listening right now, we have post show that we discuss a lot of this stuff. Brandon may have to get off to go continue his festivities for the AKC American Kennel Club dog show. And that's one of the pieces that I want to make clear. I don't think I need to make it clear, but we don't push any agenda when we're doing our show. We don't push any concept, but we like to have this conversation. Brandon, you haven't had the chance to meet Scotty. Scotty's down from Kansas. He's part of Forgotten 22 down there.
Okay.
A brother organization that is like-minded as us, and we allow other organizations to come on here. We consider ourselves a tackle box of opportunity, and we talked about this a little bit last night. Yeah. If we can create an umbrella where people can just reach in and grab what they need, or if we need to reach out and grab them, we can have that opportunity and pull them in and say, you know what, here's a chance. Maybe they say, hey, check this Brandon guy out. He's got this, and this is what's helped him. It's an amazing, great opportunity. Again, I actually learned a little bit more tonight than I did last night, and knowing that it's all natural, and I think that's a key component too. And me and Andrea are both school teachers, and we see some kids running around every day that it's like, you know what, some of them are over medicated for a number of reasons, and then there's some of them that straight. I can't prescribe it, of course, and I won't prescribe it, but it's like you need to grab a grip of something, and I don't know what it is, but what's happening right now is not working. And I think that's the same case with our veterans and first responders. Every single one of them has a different chemistry, a different component, a different need, and it can be addressed in so many different ways. The one thing I will say is building the relationship is probably one of the most important pieces, and that's the keystone of our mission is building those relationships, making sure we're available. And I don't, when someone calls me up and says, hey, you know, I need a hand in this area, this area, this area, we never say, well, here's the next phone number to call. I actually call Scotty up and say, hey, Scotty, I got someone down in Kansas that needs a hand. You available? And we three-way right there on the spot. Our veterans do not need any more yellow tape. They need clarity. That's a word you're using a lot, is the word clarity. And I just think there's so much fluff and so much smoke and so much yellow tape to fight through. Our veterans and first responders get exhausted when it comes to finding help. And we got to stop that piece. And so that's what 100%. We're here for.
However,
awesome.
I can serve the veteran community in any way, shape, or form, I'm here for it, man.
I love it. I have this small vision. We're working on something down in Kansas, not necessarily with Scotty, but with Scotty, and we call it Heartland. We call it Heartland, and it's a place where veterans and first responders are going to be able to go and be away from their world. They can bring their family, they can bring their friends, they can bring their compatriots, and I have this vision now. Watching your video, there's a big piece of brotherhood in that video. I mean, you can see it, you can feel it, working on it together. And there's one more added component to it. And I'm kind of excited to see where this goes.
It's beautiful, man. Yeah, let me know. Tell me details. Yeah, it's all community, man. None of us can do this alone. And all of my successes have come through the right community, the right people around you. They say you are the 5 people you hang out with most, you know, so it's like, make sure you get the right people in your life that are talking love and giving you clarity and giving you a hard time for wearing sweaters and stuff, you know. It's important to have those people.
I love it. I love it.
Might have to send me one of those sweaters down here in Kansas.
All right, brother.
Yeah, you have to find one.
We tried to get Scotty to come up here this weekend. He'd actually had his plane ticket to go ice fishing, and I think I had a sweater really close to that I was going to make him wear. But
was it your grandmother's sweater?
Full wool, 100% wool.
It was one of Andrea's sweaters.
Dude, do you want an invite to come ice fishing with you, bro?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Heck yes.
Hey, can you get on a plane this week? We got a fishing tournament this weekend.
On Saturday. Yeah, we got one Saturday.
I wish. Is that what, in like 6 days? I wish I could. I'm gonna be in Vancouver, but I will next time, bro. I'm 100%.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
we'll make sure you're invited every time.
Please.
There's an event that happens up north up here. And I know when I say up north, you guys are like, what the hell does that even mean? You are already north. But in Minnesota, we have up north. There's an event called the Ilpout Festival, which an ilpout is a fish that looks like almost like a snake. It is you catch it, you bring it in, and the thing will wrap around your arm as you're trying to take it off. But
it's slimy and gross.
And no one. I can't say no one likes it because we're talking our tackle box. There are some people that like ilpout, so no one get hold of me saying, "Oh, how dare you!" But they do this thing up in Walker, Minnesota, and it is Mardi Gras on ice. Now, it is Mardi Gras on ice. All details involved. It is Mardi Gras on ice. It is the craziest thing I have ever seen in my life.
Sign me up.
Yeah. Well, I think once we get open, I would love to do a People's Patriot Project, Ilpout, because what they do up there is the community piece you're talking about. They create organizations. So there's this group of women who put this single wide trailer out on the road. They paint it pink, and they raise money for breast cancer. We could make our own community as the People's Patriot Project, and we could raise money for. It doesn't have to be People's Patriot Project. It could be for veterans and first responders or another organization. It makes sense to do us, but I'd more than be willing to create a committee willing to build that opportunity. That would be really, really fun. And
dude, let me know how I can support, bro. As long as we can have fun
that would be.
and raise some money, raise some awareness, I'm in.
So you're touching on another piece of who we are and what we are, because we believe in creating memories and experiences that kind of recalibrate that funk. And that's how we do it. We do it through events like this. I'm excited. Every year we'll celebrate American Kennel Club on this date, and we will. So you ready to roll another one for us?
Yeah, you want me to play a song?
Yeah, you got one for us?
Of course I got songs for days.
I knew you did.
Yes. For days.
For days. Well, maybe not days. I might need to take a break after a few hours. So I've never played with these AirPods. Can you guys hear my guitar?
Yeah, sounding great.
So this is what I wrote this song after the girl that I was dating at the time lost her best friend to cancer. She was really young, and I was thinking about, like, man, we a lot of us have seen death at an early age, and there's a lot to be said about just remembering that if you're alive, that you're winning, and if you're alive, just to be grateful. And not everybody gets that chance, you know. So I dedicate this to my fallen brothers and anybody who's lost anybody, really. This is called Gift.
All life is sacred, so love the ones you're with, 'cause all of it can be taken as fast as it's given. Offer up your love, will always be grateful. Every breath is a gift. Fill up your soul with bliss. Everybody needs some loving. Everybody loves a gift. So when you find your own, give it, keep giving. Yeah. Everybody needs some loving. Everybody loves a gift. So when you find your own, give it, keep giving. La da da da, la da 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 da, la da da da, la da da da, ba ba ba. Yeah, but life can be lonely. Sometimes love hurts the worst, but what broke you down yesterday is what gives today its worth. Focus on what's lovely when we don't see eye to eye. I know you're trying, girl, but just remember, so am I. Everybody needs some loving. Everybody loves a gift. So when you find your own, give it, keep giving, yeah. Everybody needs some loving. Everybody loves a gift. So when you find your own, give it, keep giving. La da 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 down. La da 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 down. La da da down. La da da down. Ba ba down, yeah. All life is sacred. So love the ones you're with, 'cause all of it can be taken as fast as it's given, yeah. Offer up your love, will always be grateful. You know every breath is a gift. Fill up your soul with bliss.
You can't hear me when I'm talking.
Hell yeah.
You can't see me with my typos on the screen either. Thank goodness.
Sorry, Petey, I had to call you out on that one.
No, you do have to call me out on that. We'll have Brandon
right.
Miller we'll have Brandon Miller on next weekend. I don't know what it is, but
Oh, I wasn't gonna say anything. I was like, whatever. This guy's busy. He's doing shit.
Exactly.
No.
I
unbelievable.
did double check. At least our ticker has it right, so we're good. We're good.
Yes,
Brandon
I
Miller's-
get it.
Maybe that's a better name. Maybe I should start.
No, gosh dang
No,
it.
no.
Did I put that on the
Sorry.
intro too? Was that on
No,
the
I
intro
think it's Brandon
too?
Mills.
I think you had it right. But when you greeted him, you said Miller, and he just like let it slide. So
You're a rock star. Who's this dumb ball on the other side making fun of my sweater who can't even get my name right? What kind of show am I on? Gosh.
It's all about balance, bro. It's all about balance.
I'm gonna have to get some recalibration this week or something. I don't know. I'll be
Oh
on
my
deep
God.
depression.
You're all good.
I'm sorry, brother.
No worries. No worries.
I love this refreshing style you have. I mean, I don't think we've been stuck in a rut. I mean, who did we just have? Shad, Luna,
Jesus.
with the
Yeah,
screamo
we had
music,
Luna Muerte.
yeah.
Luna Muerte, which is not. Yeah,
They were heavy
and
metal,
what a crazy.
or metal.
Yeah. If you got a minute after post, we can show you him, but he's a absolutely amazing artist. And a lot of our artists end up being a lot of country stylish. And
Yeah.
when I was hearing the notes of you saying, well, I'm Nashville, of course, that's the direction your brain goes right away is, oh, okay. And I started listening to your stuff and I was like, oh man, this is fresh. This is inviting. I can imagine doing this around a campfire. Of course, I can do all of it around the campfire, but I love it. I love it. You got
Thanks
something
so
good
much,
going.
brother. Thank you so very much.
Please let us know what we can do to be promoting and helping you with getting your stuff out there. We're all about it. And we did have some quick conversations about who we know and who you know last night, and maybe we can make some connections and just
I'd
get
love to
everyone
connect
happy
with
at the
anybody-
table.
Yeah. Anybody here in Nashville I'd love to connect with, especially veterans looking for a veteran community. I haven't really found my tribe yet, but also you had mentioned Encore. Is it Operation Encore?
Yep.
Yeah, if you could make an introduction for that with me and them as well, that'd be awesome. Just want to get the music out, man, and I want to give veterans permission to have an artistic outlet without feeling like it's demasculated or anything. Like it's a powerful
Amen.
thing. It's important. It's vital.
So did you just say you don't have a group of veteran people down in Nashville with you yet?
Not really, man. I will say this though, I've been here for 2 years, but I was traveling so much with my other job doing private security. So I'd be in and out like maybe a few days a month. So that's obviously settled down quite a bit. Yeah, with COVID. So I'm looking for a community. I'm sure you got some good people around here. I'd love to hang out with them. Love to meet them.
We will do some reach outs tonight immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are better for you than you are for them, but I also have a couple in mind where you will be better. I'm being honest. I've got a couple that
I
are
like them all,
going to be. You're going to be better for them than they are for you, and I just got some people in my head right now. Is just we all need each other in a different way.
100%, man.
We got some behind us pushing, and we got some in front of us pulling. And on a good days, you don't need any of that. You're doing the pushing and the pulling. And so, no, the zero slams. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm off my game tonight.
No, you're good, bro.
I'm messing with you. You're.
Oh, are you guys
Sorry.
texting each other? You guys texting shit to each other? This is great.
No, no, not tonight.
Okay.
I'm
No,
about
she,
to,
in
though.
the, there's stuff in the private. There's the private chat that we have on here where she's telling me your name. Yeah,
Correcting.
we got.
I love it.
We got Bill Stevens on tonight. Thank you for showing up, Bill. No,
I love it. I love it.
it is.
Keep them accountable.
Whatever.
That's great. Yeah, man. Well,
You-
we'll connect with anybody in Nashville that you, if you respect them and you appreciate them, I'd love to meet them.
Awesome.
You know what I think we
So-
should do, Petey? I think we should make sure that I'm going to send you a link, Brandon, to our it was their thank you marathon that we did, because A lot of them are in the Nashville area. We had musicians play for our December Giving Tuesday. That's what it was. Giving Tuesday. And
Awesome.
Where was
and that's
Andrew's
a
other
good group.
boyfriend from? Mr. Bateman? Was he in
Other one.
Nashville?
I think he's not Bateman. Bateman and Mills would be. Holy cow!
That would be a cool.
Do you hear
connection,
this
yes.
group called Chippendales?
Let's
my
go,
gosh.
bro.
That's hilarious.
He
You're
he
hilarious.
does look pretty cute.
Mills and
Hair on
Bateman,
that face, though.
Dude,
Listen,
Mills
did
and
they-
Bateman together could fill Mile High Stadium just being there. You don't even have to sing. You just show up and you just fill the stadium, man. This is
I
awesome.
think Joe's from Texas. He's from Texas, I think. But we can still get you guys together.
He drives
a bunch of guys in Nashville on here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got Hastings. We got Rick's.
Oh, Scotty Hastings. Yeah.
Jen,
we got to put Jen. She goes back
we got
and forth.
D-Rock.
Right?
We got D-Rock. We got Jen
D-Rock.
Ford.
It sounds like a tribe I want to be part of. I'm loving these names.
I think
already.
it's fun. Yeah.
If you can connect, and we'll see what we can. D-Rock is like the godfather down there right now. The guy's everywhere. And so he's running his thing. He's with another organization, but we'll figure those pieces out. And
beautiful.
it's just about building relationships, man. The collaboration, the opportunity.
It's all that matters, man. It's like relationships. Who are you hanging out with? Who are you learning from? Who are you giving to? You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Awesome.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Well, let's get through a little bit of homework pieces to let people know who and what's going on here. If you're in our links right now, there's a whole slew of stuff, including Mr. Mills' website. He's in there. You can
Or Mr. Miller.
You
You might find him under Miller sometimes.
I love it.
Wow. This is what happens when you do 90% of everything by yourself. This is what happens.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
bro. Hey, we
Yeah.
appreciate
It's
you.
fun.
I appreciate
It's fun.
you.
Thank
know
you. Thank you.
He's taking a shot. That's good.
I
I've only
love
known
it. I
him
love
4
it. you know.
years. It's like a brother I never knew.
We are looking at creating now. Shad Turner has got his community number that he puts out there for anyone that may be in a place of distress. We just recently came across a new platform called Telegram. It's free. The link is up online right now, and we're using that kind of as our go-to place. If you find that you're in a spot where you might need a hand or just need someone to talk to, reach out to us on Telegram. It's on it's on the page right now, and it's also in our messaging. It is an opportunity for you to save you. If you'd like to know what we're doing at any given moment, and this is when I say 90% of the work, Andrea is doing 90% of the work, and I'm doing 90% of the support of the work. And so we also have a band account out there that we're going to try putting out more information. If you're interested in finding out what we're doing and you don't want to go to our webpage and or any of our Facebook pages, you can get onto our band account. I wish it would brand a little better than it is, but it's in the messaging. I want to get good enough that we just have a page that people can go to, and whatever their need is, they can go and find us there. There's a couple other links we'll get to here in a minute. That we got Brandon Mills, that guy that's right there in the center of your screen. I have 2 tickets to Paradise. Not really. One of the new social media platforms out there right now is Clubhouse. If you're interested in being part of Clubhouse and being part of our network, again, you can reach out to me. I have 2 free tickets right now. This is a new social media group that's building. They don't want to flood their stuff like some others have done in the past and lose their bandwidth. And so if you're interested in being part of our platform, part of what we're doing, you can do your own private stuff. Podcasters reach out to me. I love the opportunity to be on people's podcasts and was just on a podcast this last week with Trey. Good Trey, we're out there forging for life. Thank you for that opportunity, and you'll be seeing me in the next week on his platform up in the next week. So, with that said, we're going to come down, start to our closing, and you get do a little format change here. And sadly, this Tuesday, as we were getting ready to do some of our planning, I received a message, and we have decided that we are going to lay tribute for the last couple of minutes of this show to a dear friend of ours that was on the show this last couple of weeks. 44-year-old veteran known as the Last Outlaw, James Kazad. And he left this world actually shoveling snow down at his home. And an amazing brother, individual that wanted to help, individual that wanted to make life better for veterans and first responders. Our heart goes out to your family. There's just so much to say about this individual on a positive note. And it breaks our heart that we got to bring this message and send this message. We are going to let you know there is a GoFundMe out there. I put that on my YouTube. There is a GoFundMe out there for the Kazad family. He does have a daughter. There is some need. Please, if you have it within your means, reach out. And if you need, I'll be posting this on our Facebook page tonight. And get this family taken care of. It'll never be the same for them, but we can lighten the load for them. Does anyone have any thoughts, memories, or ideas they want to share? If not, we'll just close it with our brother. And this is one of the tougher things I've had to do. We always talk about how we don't or haven't lost any of our brothers and sisters since we inaugurated, and there's just the natural life stuff that is ultimately going to be happening. And Brother Kazad, we know you weren't in a troubled place, but we know you're in a better place. With that said, James Kazad. Day of a Soldier.
Brother, I want to say thank you for all you do. This song's for you. Thank you. Thank you, brother.
I was 18 when I left it all behind. Traded in my teenage years, fight for what was right, left here a boy, came back a man. Took my Bible and I said a prayer each day. Trusted in God, He'd help show me the way, and I gave it my all to protect this blessed land. And I still can't get the evil that I seen out of my head. I still wrestle with those demons that won't let me forget. I see the bombs and hear the screams, can't find a way out of the dreams that haunt my mind. And I'm home, but it ain't over. Such is a day, the life of a soldier. Oh, say, can you see the tear rolls down my face as they lay a folded flag on a brother's resting place. I can't help but wonder why him and not me. Sometimes it don't seem fair to me. I still can't get the evil that I seen out of my head. I still wrestle with those demons, won't let me forget to see the bombs and hear the screams. Can't find a way out of the dreams that haunt my mind. Now I'm home, but it ain't over. Such is the day, the life of a soldier. It's a sacrifice that most can't comprehend. If it means you keep your freedom, do it all again. I still can't get the evil that I seen out of my head. I still wrestle with those demons, won't let me forget to see the bombs and hear the screams. Can't find a way out of the dreams that haunt my mind. Now I'm home, but it ain't over. Yes, such is the day, life of a soldier. Such is the day, life of a soldier.